Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton have been unable to reignite their rivalry recently on track. Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton can help the truth come out once and for all if they form a super team together at Red Bull, according to Tom Coronel. F1 has been unable to recreate the heated rivalry from 2021 when Verstappen pipped Hamilton to the title in controversial fashion. Red Bull have dominated since the new regulations were introduced, with Mercedes struggling to give Hamilton a car capable of challenging at the front. It's raised further questions on Hamilton's future in F1, and with Mercedes with his current contract set to expire at the end of the season, Mercedes and Hamilton have remained calm over the situation, but the longer the delay, the more speculation will grow on what could potentially happen heading into next year. Most driver lineups are already signed up for the 2024 season, although it's been shown in recent years that changes can still be made. The most dramatic would be Hamilton driving for another team other than Mercedes, and Coronel wants to see the F1 icon join Verstappen at Red Bull to prove who is the better of the two drivers. I'm still curious about the duo Max and Hamilton. I would just like to see them in the same car, he said on the Racing News 365 podcast. Yes, really, and I know there are several, because I want the truth to come out. I'm telling you, if that's going to happen, Red Bull and Max Hamilton. Let them play outside. I'm just curious to see what's going to happen. Then the truth will finally come out, because it's still the question, who is the best of all time? That would likely lead to a major shake-up on the F1 grid, with Coronel also tipping Ferrari to move on from Carlos Sainz and Charles Leclerc. The Dutch racing driver picks British duo George Russell and Lando Norris to make the switch to Ferrari. They've, Leclerc and Sainz, had their chance, says Coronel. I often have that with people. At a certain point I'm a bit done with it. When I see how many mistakes he, Leclerc, makes lately, I don't think that's possible for someone who should be worthy of the World Championship. That would hypothetically leave two seats open at Mercedes, with Coronel predicting Oscar Piastri and Alex Albon to join the Silver Arrows. His final selection is at Aston Martin, with Fernando Alonso retaining his seat, but Yuki Tsunoda is picked to replace Lance Stroll.